Yeah, that was talking about was there is this myth that you can't change others, and I totally disagree. If, for instance, if you're a teacher, then you are changing others. You are giving them power. You are giving them the possibility to change their own lives in numerous ways. If you simply something as simple as learning to read and write, that changes your life. It opens up a new universe for you. You get to, or changing others can happen if you give them access to the internet, as we see now. Uh, then they get to see that there are others who are living a different life. There are people who are, for instance, for women. My country is, when it comes to women's rights, has come a long way. Norway has come a long way. We had a female prime minister, or prime minister before this one was also female, Erna Solberg. Nej, sluta. There, it is possible. Women can be a part of government. Women can be a part of everything. But if you don't know it, if you don't know it, you can't actually embrace the possibility that you too, in your country, no matter which country you are in, no matter what they think about women, whether they are subdued or how they're treated, if you see the possibility, then you can start working towards the goal. So giving somebody internet access, phone, enlightening people, it changes them. I think this is so important. That is why I find journalism so important. Because if you don't come with your own agenda, because often it is your purpose is a bit higher than that. If you come with the agenda of your soul, then you are aligned. And then you can go out and change others. Yeah. Oh yes, that is it's a huge problem. It's the ones who are most in need of healing. They don't see it themselves, and I'm speaking from experience. Um, it's very easy to think that my life is brilliant. I am good, and then there are things that you need to change in your life. But to me, this doesn't only go for men. This also happens with a lot of women. It's we we are blind to our own flaws. We are blind to that what we are doing in the world, and that's just like what we see with. I'm no big fan of psychiatric diagnosis, but I do know a lot about personality disorders. And if you meet somebody with a personality disorder, say a sociopath or narcissist or Machiavellian, they are perfect. That is how they believe in themselves to be. And they don't see that they actually need to make changes because they're hurting both themselves and others. So that is, yeah. But I fully agree. It's necessary. It's just like sometimes I meet people and they say, when they hear that I'm a healer, they say, oh yeah, please show me. And it happens, I simply say no, sorry, because sense, whatever you are going through, it is something you need to deal with by going through the process. I can't come in and do anything for you because it's something that you need to live through. And that is, sometimes people get upset, but c'est la vie. Yes. Are there any...
Dear Hawk, could you please give us simple steps, if even if we don't know that we are hurt, because genuinely we don't know we are hurt or not. So, what are the
Mm,
very basic steps that we are sitting over here, men
mm.
and women both? We talk to ourselves and find out what are the areas that we need help.
Okay. Um, well, what I would suggest that you do is you lie down on a couch or a bed and you simply breathe. And then you feel whether there is some tension somewhere in your body. Because what often we as me both as a healer, but also having a Tibetan Lama, I'm used to working with symbols, and you can use your body as a symbol or whatever is your problem. So you just do a body scan, and you go through, you start at the top of your head at the crown chakra, all the way down through the third eye, the throat chakra, continue on down, and you just sense whether there is something that is different, that is not the same as it. Let's see, it's not the same as it is everywhere else. And yes, healing is a process that happens within you. Absolutely. But let's see. I decided to go for a walk. um, yeah, healing is a process that happens within you. And you can be inspired or be invited to see that there is a problem somewhere. It's often sometimes necessary to have outside help. But the actual job you do yourself. So, as I said, do a body scan, and then you got to analyze. Okay, I got something here in my heart. Okay, that means there is something that's troubling you when it comes to your emotions. So then you need to contemplate this. What is it that has happened? And how can I balance this? As I did in the first session. How can I go and use the light to light up the dark? Right? Because it's not, you can't remove whatever you experience. If you, let's say that you're one of those that have been abused, you can't take away the abuse. The abuse is a part of you, but you can balance it out by giving yourself other experiences. If you have been hurt by people who neglect you or whatever they're doing, then you can balance that by also seeing all the people who have helped you in your life and all the people who will help you one day. Time is a construct anyway. So that is, I think that's the best way of doing it. It's not to, don't think that you can remove your traumas. Don't delve into them. Acknowledge them, see that they exist, and find other experiences that can light you up. don't know if that was a reply to your question, Maine.
Thank you, Hawk. Definitely you did. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Any other questions? Okay, type it out, Shakiba, or come up and ask it. Up to you. That is a beautiful question. Well, let me take this in order they came in. Rian asked, do you think we should strive to change our flaws and become perfect, or learn to accept and live with them? Yes, both. That is quite simply because as soon as you accept your flaws, then you also start seeing ways to better yourself. If you don't see them, if you don't acknowledge, if you don't realize, okay, I have a tendency to, I'm talking for myself, I can be really, really short-tempered. Somebody tries to I don't want to give any examples, but if I can really be short-tempered. Okay, this is something I need to work on. But at first I got to realize I can be short-tempered. I can be fierce. Yeah. And then I can make a decision. Is this something I need to change? Because sometimes that is why you need to enter them and see them. Sometimes what we think of as flaws are actually superpowers. So you need to see them. That was the question of Raihan and Shakiba. Since my parents' divorce, I can't get that out of my brain. Every time I think of my mother, I can't hold my tears. I even don't remember her face. I was 6 months. Yes, you can heal this in you, Shakiba. Of course you can. The thing is, you have a perception of how this happened. You were on the outside at the same time you were in the inside. You got the perceptions through your mother at the time. But if you are able to see that, okay, did this only cause heartache, or did it have good consequences as well? To see the possibilities that some things, they change for the better, even though they are horrible, just as the process happens. And I'm speaking with this concrete situation. I'm speaking from experience. I'm divorced. At the time, it was the most hurtful thing that could happen. It was the biggest loss. I felt so horrible. And we didn't have an easy divorce. But right now, 5 years later, my ex-wife, I consider her my best friend. There's nobody who knows me as well as she does here in this realm. And that is vice versa as well. So even though we came from a world of hurt, we had been married for 24 years. Still, we managed to get through it, and we both came out much stronger. She is stronger in herself, the way that she sees that she can make changes. She can be also a strong woman who is tough as so much tougher than she was when she was with me. She can truly stand up for herself. So you need to see, okay, if you only use one single instance, one part of a situation, then Shikiba, then you will only feel pain. But if you see that, okay, that was then, this is now, you can heal it, I'm sure. Any other questions? Yes, there is an empty place in every heart when a breakup occurs, Shikiba, in every heart. But then it's up to you to choose what do you want to feel, what do you want to fill this empty place with? Do you want to take in a situation which was painful when it happened and make it even worse by filling it with more pain? Or do you want to move on, say, okay, that was happened then. What can I do now? That's really all I have to say about that. New question. I feel like I'm very useless and experience a lot of emptiness, and often feels like I hate myself. My parents divorced when I was young, and my grandmother raised and educated me. I recently completed my bachelor's degree, and I'm now doing an internship at a game company, but I still feel like I haven't achieved anything in life, leaving me feeling empty and often close to tears. Why do I feel this way, and how can I reduce these feelings? How do you quantify your achievements, your area? What do you use as a measuring tool? What is, how do you suggest that you ask yourself these questions? What is it that you have to measure up against? Is it that you want to be rich like Elon Musk? Is it that you want to have power like a president? What what is good enough for you? Ask yourself good questions. Okay? And why yeah, you want to be successful. Yeah, but you need to ask yourself, what does it mean? You need to set a concrete, solid goal then. Okay, to be successful for me is to make 10,000 US dollars a month. Okay, that's my measuring stick. That's what I'm gonna aim for. Because then you have something that you're working towards. If you just have this, I want to be successful. What? Look at me. I'm not rich. Uh, but I still I consider myself successful in many ways. I find small things that I achieve. I'm an international best-selling author on Amazon multiple times. My music's been listened to million millions of times, which is okay. You need to perhaps it's necessary for you to set more short-term goals. Okay, and then Saleha, do we think that the pain we're bearing in a positive sense, like hardworking breakdowns, are worth it after all? Yes, I believe that everything that doesn't break you makes you stronger. I truly do. Because and that's not just a cliche. That is because every time you go through something, it allows you to have a better approach when you meet a similar situation. See, it's you are honing in yourself, you're sharpening yourself, almost like a knife or a katana, and you're getting better at it every day. You're welcome, Javiria. And, I think that Maheen made an important point. We need to be kind. I think we need to be kinder to ourselves. Be kind to yourselves, not always. You don't have to be perfect all the time. It's not necessary. You are allowed to be human. You're allowed to be petty and vindictive and jealous and everything. We need to allow ourselves to feel. You can't feel wrong. But sometimes you feel based on flawed data. Say that you're in a relationship and somebody tells you your husband was unfaithful to you, and you fly off into a rage. Say, wow, I'm gonna kill him. He's been unfaithful. And then instead you choose, okay, I heard that you had been unfaithful. Isn't that person told me? Maybe your husband then says, well, this person has it in for me. I have not been unfaithful. And you should really let's go and talk with the person. And then you discover, it wasn't true. Let's see. Here's an important point that Maheen made. I started healing a bit when I turned myself into a person who would fill the gap that I felt during my life when I needed someone to help me through. Still, it takes time to heal. That's why we could never find one person as to inspire me. But life has taught me a lot. A lot of lessons that I am still learning. Yes, constant learning. But really, to be the one that you missed in your own life for others, that is powerful. And now my battery is running low, so this is this is my statement. My bestie is traumatized at the moment, even though it's 3 years already. She was being betrayed by her ex-fiance, who lied to that he is single, but was already married with 2 kids. She cut off the wedding preparation, but got to know that she's pregnant already. She hated the guy with passion now and doesn't want any guy near her. How can make her heal? Please, cause every day she sees their child, she remembers their past always and cries a lot. If I had had a friend like this, I would say to her, I would be pretty tough. I would say, Don't you dare. Don't you dare take out your hurt emotions on an innocent child. That is not okay. The child did not choose to be the result of such a relationship. And by hating, does that bring you any closer to joy? I understand that this was a horrible situation, definitely. But hate does not bring us any good things. So I would be pretty tough. That would have been my response. And I would ask her also, okay, this guy, by being a total douche, hurt you a lot. Do you really want to allow him to continue to hurt you? Do you really want that? Do you want him to know, if he knows, that he continuously hurt you? He's continuing doing what he did, behaving like a total, yeah. Do you want that? Or do you want to make your life better into showing, okay, you hurt me, but I'm not going to allow you to continue to hurt me. No way. I'm going to take my power back. I'm going to love the child that came as a result or a relationship. But I'm not going to allow you to hurt me. That's what I would say. Oh, yes. As I said, low on battery. Got any final words, Marine? Thank you.
It's beautiful, Hawk. And you have to promise us before leaving that you will give us time to talk to you one more time because having conversation with you heals us a lot. And we need more conversations with you. So
Okay.
thank you so much. Take good care of yourself, Hawk. You're an incredible person, and we need individuals like you in our life. Thank you so much for your effort.
Thank you. You have a beautiful weekend, everybody. And, yeah. Don't forget to breathe. Okay. Bye.